Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're watching this on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today we're going to work on some sled content. We've got a Munster T Motion lockout kit for my Skidoo XM. So let me show you my sled, kind of give you a breakdown on that and how the T Motion works and kind of why I'm doing this lockout. Okay, so I've got a 2016 Skidoo Summit X with the T3 package. So this was the last year of this chassis, this XM chassis here, and it's an amazing sled. It is a killer sled. Anyway, I've got the 163 track with, like I said, the 3-inch lugs, and I'll do a review video on this sled later on, but it is a killer package. Lots of power. I wish it was turbocharged. Obviously everybody wishes their sled was turbocharged, but you know, we can only get so much in life. But I do have the Munster ski savers on the front, so I will link a video. I'll put a link to that video above on these and what these do. Basically these save your ski rubbers, make your sled a lot more stable. I also do have the Munster finger throttle. I will never go back to a thumb throttle after having that. Other than that, I've got a USB charger port in the inside of the box there. You probably can't see it there, you can barely. And what else have I done to it? I did not put the chopped moto seat on there, but it's got a moto seat cover and a chopped seat, so it's not as high as your stock sled, which helps for, you know, jumping over from running board to running board. That's about it though. Other than that, she's pretty much stock. And oh, it does have a Skins Rasmussen front bumper on it, and this thing has been used. Let's just say that. And I didn't total my front end, you know, when times where I probably should have. So what we are doing today, let me show you the lockout kit. So this is the T Motion Delete. Now I will say this about Munster right off the bat. I have 2 of their products on my sled now. This will be the last product that I could actually get for it. I could get risers, you know, bars, stuff like that. But their products are the best of the best. Their packaging is amazing. Their install instructions are amazing. Do not think twice about using a Munster product. Those guys are based out of Canada, where all the snow is, and they thoroughly test these products on their own sleds. And Andrew Munster is the man. He has started a great company with that, and I will always buy his product. I'll never think twice about it. So, all right. So what T Motion does is it basically separates the skid from the actual chassis, the snowmobile. So as I take the sled and I lean it back and forth, my skid stays planted on the snow for about 3 degrees of travel when I lean the chassis. So as my chassis leans a couple degrees, my skid stays flat. And then once I've hit that 3-degree mark, the skid lifts with the sled, if that makes sense. So I'll show you right here where the pivot point is, and that is this bolt right here and this little pivot bearing in there. What it does is this is fixed to the chassis of the sled, this is fixed to the skid, and then this is where it pivots. So it's only back here, it's not up front, but just in the back. And that creates a washout sensation. What that means is a washout sensation is when you're basically side heeling, say you're wrong foot forward, you're side heeling the sled, and you get that slight pivot on top of you trying to stay parallel to the hillside, if that makes sense. And so what happens is sometimes that pivot, when you introduce the power to this track, causes you to slide out just a little bit. So we're going to lock that out. We're going to see how much better we like it. The Lynxes, the Arctic Cats, the Polaris says everything else is locked out. They don't have such thing as a T Motion, which the T Motion kind of makes you a hero on the harder pack snow, but in the powder and stuff, you don't really want it, don't really love it. Okay guys, let's hop on this install. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just jack up the back of the sled, take the weight off of the skid here, take that bolt out, and then that should allow me to swing down that arm that connects my 2 rails right there. And then Munster install instructions are actually pretty good. They tell you a correct way to do it if you're gonna do it their method. I'm choosing not to do it their method. I'm going to do it a different way because I'm hoping that my way works well. But long story short, they want you to drive the piece out and then drive the new one in. And it's a very difficult process not having anything to back up your pivoting arm right there. So I'm going to try the old socket screw or socket and bolt press method. We're going to see if that works. If it does, it will be a very easy method to press the old one out and push the new solid piece in. So let's give it a shot. Okay guys, let me back up here and explain what's happening. So this is one of my 3 jaw pullers that I have. I have about 4 of them. This one is the handiest one I have. The reason being is it's got this little retaining slide here that keeps your jaw from randomly opening on you. So we're actually going to use this press or puller, whatever you want to call it. It could be both. We're going to push that thing out. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, if you guys just have a normal one, it works, but this one happens to have that pause lock feature on it. I think this is a Napa product if I remember right, but super awesome. So let's set this up and I'll show you how I'm going to use it and make my life easy here. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is just loosen this up a bit, bring my jaws open and put it right on there like so, and then snug her up and get it fairly close to center so I can press this joint out. This heim joint is the correct term for it. And this should make my life really easy actually. This should be super simple. And as you can see, just pushing it right out. I think I'm hitting one of my jaws though, so back this up just a bit. Give myself a bit of room here. Push this out. That might do it. And boom, just like that. Super simple. Okay, now that we got the heim joint out, which would be this guy right here, I'll show you the difference in what happens there. So you can see how that heim joint flexes that much. Now, that's pretty extreme. The skid doesn't actually make that entire travel. You can see there where the wear points are, where it's all shiny, how much it actually moves. It's probably only about that much right there. But when you're riding it, you can feel that, especially on the trails when it's a flat surface. So now what this does is this puts a fixed solid piece in there, which then takes away all that flex. So, and then you've got a stainless steel piece that runs through your brass bushing and allows it to wear. So you can just replace this if you have any problems. But truth be told, this does put a lot of stress on your joint because it's meant to flex. Not really any more than this does, to be honest. So it should last. And in fact, if I end up breaking that arm where this joint is connected, worst case scenario, I'll just buy the true T Motion elimination kit. So this is the cheap version, which is not very cheap. It's about $65. But the true T Motion conversion to a solid skid is about $200. So it's worth the try. And I've seen guys on YouTube and things ride with these joints in there that jump sleds and don't have any problems breaking stuff. So we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it for sure. Okay, now we're gonna install this basically in reverse order, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually just put a little WD-40 on this just because. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and line this up right here, get it started by hand. And then I will, again, use my press here and just press it in. Makes it very easy. So I'm very glad I have this this press for sure, because it's bailed me out a lot of times on a lot of projects, and it's super handy to have. Go ahead and center this guy up. And being that this is brass, you really do not want to pound on this with a hammer. There's a guy on YouTube that I think it's the only video on YouTube of how to install this, and he just wails on it with a hammer, and it's like cringe moment for sure. But as you can see right here, I'm just sliding it in nice and easy, not causing me any problems. Go ahead and finish it up, and there we go. So I'm gonna go all the way in right there. That should be it. Slip our joint in right there, and I may have buggered this up just a hair with my press. I think I did. Let's go in from this side here. Just barely. So I'll just kind of take a file to that and just kind of clean that edge up. But it goes to show how soft that brass is. It's super soft. All right, now while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and take a moment and grease my pivot arm right here. It mounts to the skid. Give her a couple squeezes till it starts to push grease out, which is right there. Always want to do that pre-season, maybe once a year also. Wouldn't hurt. Keeps all the water out of the bushings and out of your joints. So, okay. Now, before I go ahead and finish this, I got to put the snap ring on the other side, the new snap ring. All right, now my plan here is to just lower my skid while keeping this aligned and just kind of letting it settle in place where it should. Okay, so since I'm struggling a little bit here, what I'm going to do is just put a punch in here and use that to just kind of align everything. Like so. Then I can get my bolt started from the backside. Oh, unless that happens. Well, crap. Holy cow. I think I got it this time. Maybe. I didn't have my skid lined up very well with this before, but I think maybe now I've got it where I want to be. So there we go. I know why that's tight. And it's not really an issue, it's just kind of one of them deals here where everything's just got to line up perfectly. So there we go. Really not too bad. It's just tweaking a little bit, just a little bit of tweaking here and there. All right, the install is complete. Got everything cleaned up and put away. I'll set the camera up and show you guys the difference here, but I haven't even tried it, so let's kind of see what happens here. Oh my gosh, that is 100% solid. That is insane. Okay, if any of you are Skidoo riders and have locked this out, you know how I'm feeling right now. It's just crazy how solid that is. There's no flex anymore. I mean, duh, that's why I did it, but I'm pumped. I'm super pumped. So I cannot wait to get this thing on the snow and see what it does. So riding down a trail, when you're riding down a trail, just imagine having a slight pivot in the back and you're just doing this the whole time. And it's the weirdest feeling in the world. Now, Arctic Cat's new Alpha line, which is their top of the line sled, is a monorail setup, and it's the same way. But it's different. It's different in the fact that it's got the monorail and basically half of the track flexes as you ride. So totally different deal than the Skidoos. So this should eliminate my washout completely. This should totally eliminate it. I'll report back to you guys to let you know how it is. This year we got more snow, side healing's gonna be better. You know, everything is just gonna be better this year. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, let me set the camera up. You guys can see the actual difference, the before and after, and we'll put them against each other side by side. Okay guys, as you can see, the flex is totally different. The sled's gonna it's gonna handle way different. I'm super excited about it. I'm really excited for this year to go riding. So Monday, today's Christmas, so Sunday tomorrow, and then Monday I'm going riding. I'm freaking excited. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.